All right, guys, once you have finished your Ellis Island worksheet above, where you do the interactive tour of the worksheet, I want you to um, do this here. That's the effects of immigration. And you can open up Word and do it in Word, or if you want to handwrite it and your answers, that's fine. And I'm looking at either counting this as a grade or perhaps giving you some extra credit on your test for doing this. So again, make sure your Ellis Island things due first and that you have that done and that's turned in, and then you can move on to this one. But I want to show you a couple of things here under effects of immigration. You'll notice there's an attached file at the top that says immigration and industry. That's going to be for task 3. So starting with task 1, though, you'll notice there's an interactive map. And when you click on it, it's going to take you to a website here and shows you Europe and shows you where the immigrants are coming from, or in this case, where the immigrants with an E are leaving from. And so what the question is going to ask you to do are to click on these different time periods. So if you click on this one, you'll see that from 1851 to 1860, you have several immigrants coming from Ireland, England, Prussia, and the German states. And the color codes over here will let you know how many. So in this one, you can tell the most people, the pink, are coming from Ireland. And that's because there was a really bad potato famine. And many people were starving to death in Ireland, and they moved to the United States. So you can go through these different things here to find your answers that you need. Now, when you get to task 2, it's going to ask you to use a different interactive map. So when you click on it, it's going to take you here to a New York Times Immigration Explorer. And this one's really neat because it goes from 1880 up to 2000, and it shows you the areas, parts of the world where we have immigrants coming in. And so you'll have to slide it along. I think your very first question asks you to slide it here to 1900 and then look to see, where are people coming from? You can kind of tell it from the color code. So you've got purple. If you see a lot of purple, these are people from Western Europe. Or if you see a lot of blue, that's from Russia and Eastern Europe. You also have a couple different things you can do here. If you don't want to look at percent of population, you can look at number of residents, and it shows it more in circles, and you can actually hover over the circles and it'll show you exactly how many people in those areas. So you'll just simply use the sliders to go look at different years and answer your questions that way. And then the last part is the filling in the gaps, and it says to download the attached PDF. So you can open this and read it if you'd like. I have read it as well. So for those of you that are auditory learners, or you do better by hearing it read, you can simply click on this and listen to me read it. But I do recommend that you follow along by reading it yourself while I'm talking on this, and then use that to answer these last questions. So that will be what you do when you finish the Ellis Island activity that's up here. So good luck with that. Have a great weekend.